Amazing.
I've always been comfortable with putting my face out there because everyone's like, you have a beautiful face, you're beautiful for a big girl type thing. And that kind of got instilled in me, and now I'm like, all of this is fabulous.
You never imagined you'd be a model, did you?
No, it's not something that I had on my agenda at all.
Maybe like put them arms up so we can see that curve.
A year ago, 27-year-old Letitia Thomas would never have done this. Wear a bikini in public. But today, she's working the camera and her curves.
Now I'm like, yes, let's get the bikini on. I think it's just being content and comfortable in your skin and not worrying about what people think.
Comfortable, curvy, and controversial. Letitia is the new Australian face of the plus-size movement, which is sweeping the fashion world.
Plus sizes is, what sizes are we talking about?
I believe it's anywhere between 8 and 10 and up.
Plus size?
Yes.
But the average size in Australia is what?
Is 14 to 16.
Letitia is a highly sought-after size 16.
Yep, that's perfect. I love that one. And then eyes to me in that spot, yeah.
As women are getting bigger, so too are the plus-size models. And as we'll see later, the supermodels really are supersized. Even Sports Illustrated is getting in on the action. In July, the magazine paraded curvy girls on a Miami catwalk. With America leading the world in obesity, many argued that this was sending an unhealthy message.
As a doctor, I look at some of those pictures and I think a few of those models are unhealthily obese and putting themselves at risk.
What about the push to make this the new normal because they're representing the population?
So I don't think that's a healthy way to go. Just as I don't think it's appropriate to have excessively thin models on the catwalk because of the messages that sends about body image.
Are they as bad as each other?
I believe they're similarly risky, yes.
Perfect. Yeah, that's beautiful.
Words don't really affect me anymore. Like, if someone calls me obese and all of that, like, I'm like, cool, no worries. That's fine, that's your opinion. But I do see how it could affect other people's lives that haven't dealt with the criticism that I have.
Letitia wasn't always so accepting of her size. As a teenager, she struggled with her weight and controlled it with extreme dieting and exercise. The difference between then and now is extraordinary.
I probably got down to, like, I would say at least a size 6 Australian, so yeah, it was intense.
When you got to the size 6?
I still looked at myself in the mirror and thought I was fat. I used to get on the scales every single day just to see if I've lost 200 to 500 grams. Like, it was crazy. Like, I look back like, why? What were you doing, girl?
Letitia says now she has no idea how much she weighs. She doesn't care, because from a studio in a converted cotton mill in Melbourne, she's fast becoming a global sensation as a plus-size model and a role model.
Ooh, what are you doing, Mum?
Steaming the clothes.
Thank you.
Her mum, Teresa, is Letitia's wardrobe assistant and photographer.
Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Letitia.
Letitia has her own YouTube fashion channel, where she gives tips on curves and self-confidence.
Okay, so this is the dress on. I just love how it's oversized. I love the color, it's very flattering. On average, I'd say close to 100,000 people view my videos, yeah.
And what's been the most?
Close to 4 million.
Well, what sort of video gets 4 million views?
Well, it's kind of a bikini try-on haul. I love this bikini set. So it does sit up a lot higher. It's quite flattering on the tummy. It does have the ruching, so that's just going to disguise the tummy area if that is an area of, like, problem for you. Do
Yeah, she knows what she's doing. I look up to her.
Oh, really?
Yeah, she's very inspirational. How she does it, it's just like she's gifted.
How does she inspire you?
She's amazing what she does. She puts it all together, makes it all look easy. Yeah, that's why I look up to her.
Really?
Yeah, I do.
Oh, that makes me cry.
So do you want some lower shots?
No, I think that should be fine. Yep. Good job.
One myth the overweight are trying to overcome is that they don't look after themselves. At Fat Yoga, their body is their temple.
Fat yoga. I mean, you've put the name right in there.
Yeah, fat yoga. It's about because there's a move in the, I didn't invent the move towards reclaiming the word fat.
Tell me about that, because even now sitting here,
Yep.
I'm uncomfortable using that word.
I know lots of people are uncomfortable using the word fat. I wanted to make a statement about the word and take away its power. And taking the right hand up, stretch through.
Sarah Harry is a yoga teacher, psychotherapist, and a mum. She's lived with the word fat for most of her life.
It used to have so much power over me. You know, it was the worst thing you could have ever called me ever. You know, like it would have sent me to my room crying for days. When I was younger, it would have been the biggest insult. And I tried everything, literally everything, to outrun that word and to never have it spoken of me.
When Sarah was 8 years old, her parents put her on her first diet. In her 20s, she underwent lap band surgery not once, but twice. Both failed.
At what point do you decide, I have to take this radical surgery?
Yeah. Have your stomach cut open. I tried everything else. I maybe did 100 diets, maybe more. I tried and I don't want to give people tips, but I tried everything that you could possibly try. I researched it constantly. That's how much I thought that my happiness depended on my body, and it just didn't.
What do people say to you or say about you?
That I'm fat, that I'm obese, that I'm promoting heart disease, that I'm promoting obesity. It's things like that that really frustrate me, because that's not what I'm trying to promote at all. I'm trying to promote a healthy mind and a healthy body that follows. So.
I mean, the impression is that people have is that people who are curvy don't exercise.
Oh, that is wrong, my friend. Let me tell you, that is a very wrong impression.
So how fit are you?
I think I'm pretty damn fit.
Pretty damn fit.
Yes.
Do you watch what you eat these days?
I do, yes. I do watch what I eat. I'm a vegetarian.
Well, you must have a vice.
Something that corrupts me. I do like chocolate. I know, it's cheeky, but I love it.
I'm very glad if people who are overweight at the moment are feeling healthy and don't have any related diseases, but they need to address the fact that as they get older, they're at risk.
Dr. Brad Frankham is the New South Wales president of the Australian Medical Association. He's warning that today's plus-size population is tomorrow's health disaster.
We know that overweight and obesity is a risk factor for a range of diseases, and we're seeing increasing numbers of those diseases all the time. For example, diabetes, heart disease, cancers, mental illness, they've all been linked to overweight and obesity.
What do you think of the criticism that the medical profession has, saying that you're glorifying, or models who are plus size are glorifying, unhealthy habits?
Well, I think that's untrue, because a lot of us curvy women that are in the modelling industry, all the models that I know are extremely active, and a lot of us try to lead a balanced lifestyle. We have to maintain our skin, our nails, so we do have to do things that what a normal person would, or how do you define normal? A regular sized model would.
Is there still a lot of fat shaming going on of women?
Yeah, definitely. Every day.
I am not shaming anybody. I'm actually doing this out of a concern for people's health and well-being. We would not send a model down the runway smoking a cigarette. So the health risks of being obese or smoking are probably in about the same ballpark.
At a size 22, Tess Holliday is the international poster girl for the truly plus-size woman. With a social media following in the millions and her own fashion line, this supersized supermodel is a pioneer.
Can we try the cupcake? What am I doing? Just eating it.
Her body is her business, and she doesn't just celebrate her curves, she flaunts them.
The word fat, you use it a lot. It's a loaded word, and it's something that I can use.
Yeah.
You got no problem with that?
Yeah, why not? It's how I identify with my body. It's how I choose to call myself. It doesn't hurt me. It doesn't make me feel bad.
You're the first model your size to be signed up with an agency.
Yeah.
Did that blow your mind?
While I know that I'm changing things and I made history and it's pretty cool and it did blow my mind, I wish that there were more people like me.
Thanks to Tess, there are more people like her working as plus-size models, and she's thrilled to be leading the way.
When you put on a swimsuit now, what do you feel?
When I put on a swimsuit, I feel good. I feel great. I would much rather be talking to you right now in a swimsuit than this. I find myself like feeling more comfortable in less clothing than I ever did. A lot of it is because of my husband. I don't have a day that he doesn't tell me that I'm beautiful or that he doesn't find me attractive or like slap my butt 50 million times when I walk by.
Tess found her true love on the other side of the world, in, of all places, Australia.
Really? How long has it been since you've been on a carousel?
I haven't been on a carousel since Disneyland.
Photographer Nick Holliday was living in Melbourne and discovered Tessa's blogs about her plus-size life on the internet.
The first thing he said to me was,
You're so tiny.
You're so tiny.
I don't think most people would think, that's something that you would think of when you meet a 300-pound person. But I also think she's a lot shorter than most people think she is. Obviously, she's a big girl, but she's quite petite as well, so.
Was it love at first sight?
It was, yeah. Are you gonna be on the outside or the inside?
What do you think?
I used to be on the inside.
A photo booth in Long Beach, California, and Nick and Tess can't resist.
We're doing a kiss first?
Yes, do it.
3, 2, 1.
It was at a photo booth in Melbourne's Flinders Street station when Nick popped the question.
And then silly.
3, 2, 1.
He asked me, will you marry me? And I don't even remember saying
You didn't say yes.
Yes.
You just cried a bunch. And
I
kissed
cried
me.
and then I grabbed the ring.
They married in Las Vegas. And last year, baby Bowie was born.
I take umbrance when people act like I deserve praise for loving her, because why wouldn't I love her?
Like it's charity.
Yeah, like it's charity, and it isn't charity. It's, if anything, I feel like half the time the opposite is true, that her loving me is charity, because I can be a really hard person to love. So it's.
I shouldn't have shook my head to that.
Because it's true.
You said that, and I was like.
There's a lot to love about Tess Holliday, but she has her haters too.
What are some of the things people say to you?
Stop promoting obesity, stop trying to normalize being fat.
Tess Holliday, is she a good role model?
I think she's a good role model in terms of self-confidence and not being ashamed of who she is. But is she a good role model for weight? No. I would not like her to promote the message that it's healthy to be that size, because it isn't, and it's misleading.
Do you think we'll see more plus-size models on the catwalk?
Yeah, there's a ton of plus-size models on the catwalk. Designers are really starting to notice, and it's a really wonderful thing.
Which brings us to one of Australian fashion's biggest events, Melbourne Fashion Week.
This is Fashion Week, yes, it is.
This is it, isn't it?
So excited, yes.
It's all about.
In this new supersized world, Letitia Thomas is hoping there's room for one more.
Oh, I've got a little fan.
You get a few of those?
Oh, yeah, apparently.
She's also hoping to see different shapes and sizes on the catwalk tonight.
It's exciting, like, to see a curvy woman on the catwalk. Like, this is something that, you know, is sort of taboo. It's not something that you do, and it's just so exciting to see.
Is this the future?
This is future.
You
This
reckon?
is future. Next year, I hope to see, you know, more diversity, and hopefully girls that are size 16 and over. That would be great.
Maybe let's bring your hair just off the top of it, yeah.
Letitia's future is looking good too. She's landed herself a US agent and has just moved to Los Angeles to launch her international career.
It's a brutal world out there.
Well, it's brutal, but I'm ready for it. I think I'm prepared.
Are they ready for you?
I don't think they are. They don't know what's coming. They have no idea what's coming.
Your dream is the cover of Sports Illustrated.
And it's gonna happen because I put it out to the universe.
So when am I going to pick up a copy and see your face on the front?
That's Letitia. Yeah, it's gonna happen.